Meanwhile, the opposition spokesperson on finance, Julian Robinson, believes that the governing JLP is now scrambling ahead of the next general election. Here again is Brittania Witter.
The opposition has sharply criticized the government for its announcement of several initiatives at its 81st conference, accusing it of attempting to deflect attention from its years of unmet commitments.
The reality is they have been in office for almost 9 years. You know, I hear them saying he needs another term to get these things done. The reality is you have had 9 years. Why haven't you been able to do all the things that you're now promising? And quite frankly, you know, the polls show that they're losing support. The by-elections show that they're losing support. Every day people are complaining about the bad state of roads, the bad state of our hospitals, etc. And so I think people are fed up. So frankly, you know, they're the ones now coming with promises. You know, all these things the Prime Minister announced yesterday are things which are going to take place after April 1st, when the new financial year starts, 2025. They're 4 months out. So he's hoping to sell people on a promise that their lives are going to get better when he has been at the wicket for almost 9 years.
The government's latest promises include reducing electricity taxes, debt-free forgiveness on water bills, and new housing programs. Prime Minister Andrew Holness described these pledges as part of a broader vision to secure long-term prosperity for the country and its people. However, Robinson was quick to counter that the administration's track record with energy has been one of failure.
On the issue of energy, I mean, any reduction in the pressures of energy is welcome. But this is against the background of a government that has failed miserably to reduce the cost of energy. They have not introduced any new renewables into the grid. They have just completed a request for proposal and they have selected vendors. But for almost 9 years, you have done nothing to bring the cost of energy down. And now, at the 11th hour, on the eve of a general election, you're dangling a reduction in GCT as a way to win people back.
The opposition's criticisms were backed by at least one local economist who took to social media to point out that the proposed GCT reduction for electricity will not benefit those who need it the most. Acknowledging the struggle, Robinson noted that the government has remained sluggish despite repeated promises.
The reality is that nobody is saying that any of these solutions are easy to implement because growth has been a problem for the country over a long period of time. But you at least need to acknowledge where you are and determine how you move forward. What we're seeing now is a belated attempt by this government, having failed over the 9 years, to now dangle these things in front of the electorate on the eve of an election.
Brittania Witter, CVM News.